Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts because today marks a moment in history that many have only dreamed about. For years, ordinary investors, analysts, and currency enthusiasts have wondered if the long-awaited Iraqi dinar revaluation would ever truly happen. Today, that waiting comes to an end. What we are about to share is not speculation, rumor, or wishful thinking. This is confirmation. Across multiple major cities in the United States, Tier 4B investors, ordinary people who purchased Iraqi dinar through legitimate channels, are stepping into secure bank redemption centers and walking out with confirmed payouts at contract rates far beyond anything ever seen publicly on Forex screens. The world is watching, and the reality of the revaluation is unfolding right before our eyes. For those who have been hesitant, skeptical, or unsure, the window of opportunity may be limited, and timing is crucial. This is the moment where years of patience, belief, and careful positioning meet reality. In recent weeks, whispers among insiders have turned into solid confirmations. Everyday investors are now entering carefully secured U.S. bank locations in major cities like Dallas, Houston, Miami, Reno, Atlanta, Los Angeles, Chicago, and New York, and leaving with life-changing balances. The process is meticulous, highly organized, and shrouded in discretion, with stringent security protocols, verification steps, and non-disclosure agreements in place. The banks are not simply handing out digital confirmations lightly. Every step is carefully controlled to ensure proper execution, proper accounting, and regulatory compliance. Observers note that the atmosphere inside these centers combines military-level precision with high-stakes financial management. Phones are restricted, documents are verified, and every participant receives step-by-step guidance before funds are confirmed in their accounts. This event has significant historical and financial implications. For over a decade, the Tier 4B community, the everyday investors, has been told that contract rates were a fantasy. Many assumed that the higher negotiated rates were reserved for sovereign governments, central banks, or high-level contractors. Yet now, real reports confirm that ordinary investors are receiving contract rate payouts, turning speculative conversations into tangible financial reality. These are not promises for a future payout. These are immediate digital confirmations deposited and accessible within investor accounts. Those who believed quietly in the potential of Iraqi dinar now see that belief validated. This is a pivotal moment in the history of currency revaluation and economic recalibration. The structure of the revaluation system is crucial to understanding why Tier 4B investors are now seeing payouts. At the top are sovereign governments negotiating large-scale settlements, restructuring debts, and stabilizing economies. Next are central banks, major financial institutions, and large funds, moving massive amounts of currency to provide liquidity and stabilize markets. Following these are Tier 3 insiders, including contractors and other privileged individuals connected to reconstruction and stabilization efforts. Finally, Tier 4B represents everyday investors who believed in the potential of the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong and positioned themselves through legitimate retail outlets or brokers. This broad group is now receiving the attention and payout opportunities previously reserved for elites. What makes this development even more extraordinary is the focus on contract rates. The contract rates are pre-negotiated private agreements that exceed publicly visible Forex rates. Historically, skeptics have argued that such rates would never be available to everyday investors, claiming that they were reserved for institutional players. The current confirmations prove this assumption wrong. Contract rates are not speculative or hypothetical, they are real, verified, and being applied in secure U.S.-based bank redemption centers. This is a major turning point, demonstrating that the global financial system is finally recognizing the true value of currencies like the Iraqi dinar. The selection of U.S. cities is no coincidence. Locations such as Dallas, Houston, Miami, Reno, Atlanta, Los Angeles, Chicago, and New York were chosen based on capacity, security, infrastructure, and their strategic importance to both the domestic and international financial landscape. These centers can handle large volumes of transactions while maintaining rigorous security standards. Each city has been carefully prepared to manage this historic event efficiently. The coordination involves signals that this is not a random or isolated occurrence. These are carefully planned, high-level operations designed to ensure the orderly and secure execution of the currency revaluation process. Participants describe the experience as equal parts thrilling and meticulously controlled. Investors enter private rooms, undergo document verification, asset checks, and sign non-disclosure agreements before completing their exchanges. These steps may seem procedural, but they underscore the seriousness of the operation and the scale of coordination. The NDA ensures that sensitive details are protected, signaling both the value of the transactions and the responsibility placed upon the investors. What might seem like bureaucracy is actually a demonstration of the professionalism and security surrounding this historic payout opportunity. For those watching from outside, the significance cannot be overstated. The payouts are real, the contract rates are verified, and the experience is consistently reported across multiple cities. Investors are walking out with balances that were unimaginable just a few years ago. Families are being transformed overnight, financial futures are being secured, and skeptics are being proven wrong. This is the moment when speculation becomes reality, and the world is taking notice. Historically, revaluations of this scale are rare. Nations, institutions, and strategic investors usually have privileged access, leaving everyday investors waiting and wondering. For years, Tier 4B holders have been overlooked, their participation doubted. The current events confirm that this system is inclusive and operational. Everyday investors are not just spectators, they are active participants in a process that could change their financial trajectory entirely. The narrative is shifting from doubt to opportunity, from speculation to confirmed action. Economic fundamentals support the timing of these payouts. Iraq, with its stabilized oil exports and energy contracts with global corporations, has created an environment that demands a stronger, more accurately valued currency. The Vietnamese economy, as a manufacturing hub for multinational companies, has similarly grown in real value over the last 2 decades. Both economies have been undervalued historically, leading to suppressed currency values. As the global financial system rebalances post-pandemic and addresses liquidity and stability, the recognition of these suppressed values becomes inevitable. Tier 4B investors are benefiting directly from these long-term economic shifts. Digital confirmations are changing the game. Unlike past rumors or hypothetical claims, today's investors are leaving redemption centers with verifiable proof of funds. This is a significant evolution in how currency revaluation is perceived. It moves beyond speculation to tangible proof. When ordinary investors see their accounts updated with balances far exceeding initial investments, it validates years of patience, research, and belief in the potential of the Iraqi dinar. This moment represents more than financial gain, it represents a turning point in the accessibility and transparency of currency revaluation events. The excitement inside these centers is palpable. Even seasoned investors, skeptical at first, report a sense of awe and disbelief. Hands shake, eyes water, and optimism transforms into immediate verifiable results. The combination of rigorous security protocols and immediate fund access creates an environment where skepticism meets reality. What has long been discussed in forums, social media groups, and private communities is no longer hypothetical, it is unfolding in real time, and its impact is measurable and life-changing. One of the most critical aspects of this revaluation is the limited time nature of contract rate availability. Insiders report a short window where these rates are being offered, designed to encourage early participation and ensure liquidity for broader market stability. History has shown that early movers in global financial resets receive preferential treatment. Contract rates serve as incentives to move quickly, stabilize capital, and prevent chaotic fluctuations in open markets. Investors who hesitate may miss the optimal window of opportunity, emphasizing the importance of preparation and readiness. The Tier 4B community is now transitioning from anticipation to action. Long-held skepticism is being replaced with cautious optimism, fueled by direct experience and real-time confirmations. Investors are beginning to ask questions not about the reality of the revaluation, but about logistics, how to secure appointments, when the next openings will occur, and how to maximize the benefits of contract rates. The narrative has shifted dramatically, and ordinary investors are now integral participants in a process previously reserved for institutional players. The combination of NDAs, document verification, and structured appointments underscores the professionalism and seriousness of the entire operation. These measures are not designed to exclude investors, but to ensure the integrity, security, and orderly execution of the process. The sophistication of these operations demonstrates that the revaluation is not a rumor, but a deliberate, well-coordinated financial event. The careful planning and precise execution signal that the global financial system is ready to recognize the true value of undervalued currencies. The public may have only recently begun to grasp the scope of these events, but insiders have long known that execution is the final step in a decade-long strategy. From early planning to currency stabilization and contract rate negotiations, each stage has been meticulously prepared. Today, the ordinary investor can witness the results firsthand. The combination of preparation, timing, and verification has now created a historic opportunity for Tier 4B participants. The implications extend far beyond individual gains. As these revaluations continue, liquidity flows into controlled financial channels, market stability is maintained, and the recognition of true currency value strengthens both local and global economies. The careful rollout ensures that every participant receives equitable treatment while macroeconomic balance is preserved. This is a critical aspect of why contract rates and limited windows exist. They are tools for maintaining balance while delivering transformational outcomes. For families who have quietly held Iraqi dinar for years, the confirmation of payouts is life-changing. Imagine an investment of a few $1,000s turning into 6 or 7 figures almost overnight. The transformative impact cannot be overstated: financial independence, long-awaited security, and the fulfillment of a decade-long hope. This is not merely speculation. It is the realization of years of careful planning, patience, and trust in the system. The global audience is now paying attention. Investors worldwide are watching as confirmed reports emerge from major U.S. cities, demonstrating that the revaluation is not isolated or hypothetical. Observers are seeing that systems are in place, NDAs are enforced, and digital confirmations are being issued. This transparency, albeit controlled, provides validation for investors who may have doubted the process for years. It is a moment of public recognition for what was previously a closely held secret. The lessons from history are clear. Revaluations are rare, high-stakes events, and those who prepare carefully are rewarded. Tier 4B investors now have proof that preparation pays off. The combination of research, positioning, and readiness is finally delivering tangible results. The old narrative, which relegated everyday investors to the sidelines, has been replaced by a new reality: inclusion, verification, and reward. Looking forward, it is clear that the Iraqi dinar revaluation has entered its execution phase. The process is live, the centers are operational, and digital confirmations are real. For those who have positioned themselves wisely, the future is brighter than ever. Investors must continue to stay informed, prepared, and ready to act as new appointments and opportunities emerge. Timing, diligence, and awareness remain critical. The confirmation of contract rates in major U.S. cities is more than a financial story, it is a human story. Ordinary people, with no insider connections or political influence, are seeing their investments rewarded in ways previously thought impossible. It is a testament to patience, belief, and the transformative potential of preparation. For those who doubted, this is proof. For those who prepared, it is a reward beyond imagination. As the process unfolds, one thing is certain: the Iraqi dinar revaluation is no longer a distant rumor or speculative possibility. It is a verified, ongoing financial event, impacting real people in real time. The world is watching as history is made in Dallas, Houston, Miami, Reno, Atlanta, Los Angeles, Chicago, and New York. Tier 4B. Investors are no longer passive spectators, they are active participants in a transformative economic moment. For the everyday investor, this is a call to awareness, readiness, and engagement. Opportunities of this magnitude are rare, and timing is everything. Digital confirmations, contract rates, and secure appointments are now the standard. The world is no longer guessing. The Iraqi Dinar Revaluation is confirmed, operational, and life-changing. Preparation and action are no longer optional, they are essential. As we continue to monitor developments, one thing remains clear: the narrative has shifted permanently. Skepticism is being replaced by confirmation, speculation is replaced by execution, and hope is replaced by tangible, verifiable results. The Iraqi Dinar Revaluation is here. Tier 4B investors are walking through the doors, stepping into history and experiencing life-changing outcomes. The world is watching, and the story is only beginning. This moment is unprecedented. It is a historic financial event unfolding in real time, affecting ordinary people across major U.S. cities. The combination of preparation, verification, contract rates, and digital confirmations ensures that the reality of the revaluation is undeniable. Those who act decisively will benefit the most, while the global community observes this historic execution of a decade-long financial process. The door is open, the opportunity is here, and history is being written now.